Good evening, you guys. Let's get started. We're a bit behind schedule. Make your way towards your comfortable seat. You can shift your weight sideways, forward and back. Make sure you're at ease into your space. And once you've done so, close your eyes and rest your hands onto your knees or thighs. And clear your day energetically. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Let go of your day. Close your mouth. Regulate your breath through your nose only. And take a moment to deepen your breath, to even out your breath. Once you're satisfied with the texture of your breath, also pay attention to your seat. Let your sitting bones root downwards. Feel your spine lengthen, sit a bit taller. Allow your crown to lift upwards. Lean back slightly. Position your shoulders over your hips. Very softly decompress both shoulder blades on your back. Add a touch of sweetness into your seat. And return back to following your breath to stay clear mentally and still physically. From the stillness, enter the temple of your heart. Take this precious time to connect to the deepest part of yourself, to your soul, to your essence. And take it one step further, heart wide open, allow your spirit to fly out and connect to all that is, connect to source energy, which you are an extension of. Along your spine, you have 7 vortexes of energy. They're known as the chakras in Sanskrit. They translate to spinning discs or wheel. They can get blocked with time, with stress and tension or emotions. And the idea today is to rinse them out, to unblock them, so more prana, more life force can flow into you. And before we do so, visualize above your head a beautiful white light. This light is very bright. It's almost blindingly bright. Let this light mist itself all over you. Let it cover you from head to toe. In a sense, bask into this light. At the base of your spine, visualize a ball of energy that is red in color. And this is the first chakra. The name is Muladhara, which translates to root. This chakra embodies stability and groundedness, which are essential for survival. Feel safe and secure into your space, fully grounded. Every chakra has a mantra that goes with it. The mantra of the first chakra is I am. And it's said that I am is the 2 most powerful words in the human language, because whatever you link after I am, you either become or it turns into your experience. What do you wish to embody this evening? Is it strength, perhaps health, vibrancy, joyfulness? You can consciously call it in by saying to yourself in your mind, I am strong, I am healthy, I'm vibrant, I am joyful, I am successful, I am abundant, or whatever else you wish to put. Feel the aliveness of your spirit, the aliveness of the cosmos. Even say to yourself, I am alive. from this sacred space of aliveness, fold your hands to heart center, prayer pose. Anjali Mudra. And set your intention for your practice. And clearing breath to Om. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale to Om. Bow head into your heart. And replace your hands back onto your knees or thighs. And slowly open your eyes. You guys come on in. There's some room, tons of room over here in the middle, in the back. So mats are on the wall. If your phone is on, please turn it off. Turn the phone's off. Roll over ankles and knees. Make your way towards tabletop position. Place your wrists and your knees directly below your shoulders, below your hips. However, point your thumbs forward. Have your fingers extend towards the long edge of your mat. Yeah, so thumbs point directly forward to the front of your mat. Look at your hands for a second. Thumbs point forward. Yeah. Inhale, lean into your left hand. When you feel a gentle stretching into your left wrist, pause. Exhale, shift your weight into your right hand. Work towards sensation, not beyond that, not towards pain. Breathing back towards your left. And breathe out towards your right. And do that 2 more times on your own. Stay aware of your breath. Let your breath dictate the in and out of the movement. Perhaps lean a bit more into your finger pads if your wrist starts to open up. And once you're done your last and fourth cycle, return back through center. Flip your hands. Your thumbs will still point forward. Your palms will now face you. Your fingers will point towards each other, and keep both wrists below your shoulders. To counter stretch your wrists, gently press the earth away from you. Take a breath in. And breathe out, bend both elbows forward to the front of your mat. Bend your elbows about a 90-degree angle. And inhale, arms back to straight-ish. Exhale, respin your elbows forward. And stay on your breath. Your breath is the blueprint of this practice. 2 more times on your own. And allow this movement to bring a bit more fluidity into your wrists. And same idea, we'll go for 4th cycle. So once you do complete your 4th cycle, return back through center. Replace your hands back to the earth in a regular tabletop position. Have your middle finger extend forward, or your index can also point forward if you're tight into your shoulders. Walk both knees back a few inches behind you. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up to the sky. Make your way into downward facing dog. And do take a little bit of freestyle movement into your first dog pose. So you can walk your dog by pedaling your feet up and down. This will stretch the back of your legs. Any other freestyle movement is welcome. The idea is get inside your physical body and scan areas that may be stiff, a bit more tight. Allow this movement to stretch out your muscles, to lubricate your joints. Good. Take 1 more breath in movement. And make your way into a still downward facing dog. I'm going to hold the pose here for about a minute to get a deep stretch into the back line of your body. Focus on your hands for a moment. Root specifically your inner hands, the inner edge of your hands, your index and thumb knuckles down to protect your wrists. Once you feel your palms quite grounded, gently squeeze your upper arms towards your head. At the same time, though, wrap the back of your arms, your triceps down to the earth. Bring your arms into an external rotation to stabilize your arms a little bit more. And draw your low belly in. And slightly up, feel your belly muscles contract and engage. Gently press the heels of your feet a bit more downwards to bring a bit more brightness into your legs. And distribute your weight evenly. Press your hands and feet evenly to the mat below you to find this equal rebound into your hips. Soften your jaw if you feel stiff into your jaw or neck. However, keep stretching the crown of your head downwards to maintain a long spine. Feel free to look anywhere. It can be your inner thighs, your inner knees, your inner ankles, possibly the center of your mat. One spot to keep your attention on, your focus point, your point of drishti. That's your full expression. Down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath in. Exhale, make your way towards child's pose for a moment. Sit onto your heels, place your knees wide. Chest goes in between your knees, forehead to mat. Child's pose, Balasana. If you feel like your knees are a bit sensitive, you can definitely bend your knees and place your hips over your knees. Every chakra has an element that goes with it. The element with Muladhara chakra, the first chakra, is Mother Earth. Let her hold you in her arms for a moment. Feel her grounding energy. Feel supported, secure into your space. Make a mental note that you can take this pose anytime you need to, as often as you need to. You always feel your body, your practice. If your body needs rest, take a child's pose without me asking you to do so. You can come back in the movement of the class when you feel ready. On your next inhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Again, ensure that your foundation is proper. Place your hands and your feet as wide as your shoulders, as wide as your hips. Press the earth evenly. And keep going through your checklist. Can you bring your arms into a brighter state by wrapping your triceps down? Gently press the heels of your feet towards your mat. And soften your neck and jaw. Even soften a bit more to maintain the easefulness you would have into child's pose. Where can you soften? And they're both resting poses. And point your tailbone down to further accentuate the core activation into your belly. Slowly glide forward to plank pose, top of a push-up, or we'll hold the position here. Bring your shoulders directly on top of your wrists. If it's too much intensity, simply place your knees to the earth to modify. So you can modify at any time. Same actions though. Press the inner edges of your hands down. Squeeze your arms a bit more towards each other. As you push your palms, feel the lift through the back of your heart. Separate your shoulders wide across your back as you keep drawing your navel in towards your spine. And press your heels backwards. And build some strength here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to downward facing dog. Gaze towards your fingertips. Either walk or step your feet forward to the front of your mat. Now if you feel a bit stiff today, place your feet as wide as your hips, parallel to each other. If you feel a bit more open into your body, big toes unite, small little gap in between your heels. Release your neck as you forward fold. Keep drawing your navel in to protect your low back. But if you feel a slight pinch into your low back, it's best to bend your knees as much as you need to. So never any sensation into your low back. Release your neck, it is heavy. Allow your vertebrae to decompress from your day. You can place your hands anywhere. You can come on your mat below your shoulders. If it's a little too much sensation, place your hands onto your shin bones or even your knees, some more ease. And wherever you are, inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands somewhere, earth, shins, or knees. Stretch your crown forward. Exhale, forward fold back into over your legs. Release your neck, it is heavy. Okay, same movement. Inhale, halfway lift. Push your hands somewhere, extend your spine forward. Exhale, hinge back into over both legs. One more time, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Interlace your hands behind your back. Weave your hands together, take a breath in. And breathe the arms up overhead slowly. And once you start to feel your shoulders light up and the back of your upper legs also talk back to you, pause and focus on your breath. Your mind may try to push you to find more depth. Do the opposite. Use your mind to control your breath. Allow your breath to create space organically. When your Muladhara chakra, root chakra, starts to open up, a sense of patience will come over you. So be patient when you move in the poses and out. Also when you are transitioning in life towards your dreams and ambitions, patiently enjoying the process of life. Option, pour a bit more weight into your toes. Arms may reach up a bit more overhead if you start to get a little too spacious. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your clasp. Place your hands back to the earth below you, palms down. Walk back to downward facing dog. Keep pressing your palms into your mat. From your inner right thigh, inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right upper arm. Hold the position like in plank pose like we did a moment ago. Powerful arm, shoulders over wrists as you press your palms down. Inhale, right leg back up to the sky. Now, if it's too intense, keep your left knee grounded as a modification. Exhale, cross your right knee to your left upper arm. Press your palms down, squeeze your arms towards each other. Right leg back up, inhale. Exhale, this time bring your knee to your nose or forehead. Hold the position. On your back toes, butt is up as you keep pressing your palms down. Look in between your hands. Then step your right foot as close as you can towards your right thumb. It's okay to walk your foot forward if you need to with the help of your right hand. Right heel below your right knee. Place your left knee down. Do slide your left leg a bit further back behind you. Get a longer back leg to essentially get off of your left kneecap. Place left hand below your left shoulder. And point your right foot to the top right corner of your mat. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand. Grab the outside edge of your left foot. If you cannot take a hold of your foot, it's okay. We're not going to fight it in. If you have a hold of your foot, gently pull your heel towards your outer left hip to stretch your left quad muscle. And once you feel that, pause. If you need more depth, you can place your left elbow or left forearm to the earth to find a bit more depth into your right hip, left thigh region. At a back bend, think of cobra pose. Point your tailbone down, lift your heart up, slide both shoulder blades and back as you open up into your chest. And you may look past your right shoulder for a bit of a spinal twist. And feel your breath, it has to stay deep and sweet, no matter what. Take a breath in. And breathe out, release your left foot, place your right hand back to the front of your mat. Tuck your back toes, charge your back leg fully to straight, and place your left hand an inch above your left shoulder. Palm is glued to the earth. Root the whole outside edge of your left foot down. And press into your right foot, stage one side plank pose. Bring both hips up, bring your right arm towards the sky. Sweep your right arm over your right ear. Point your right fingers forward to the front of your mat to stretch the right side of your body as you spin your left bicep forward. Now if you still feel safe and secure into your foundation, by all means, you can stack your right foot on top of your left. Hips must remain lifted, or even hover your right leg into the air into a star shape variation as you keep spinning your left bicep forward to the front of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, place your right hand back below your shoulder, step your right foot back into plank pose, top of a push-up, right leg back behind you, high plank. For the first one, inhale, place your knees to the earth. Exhale, also place your chest and your chin also onto your mat. Slide all the way onto your belly, untuck your toes, charge your legs, like any back bend. It can be a baby cobra, no weight in your hands, modified full cobra with some weight, or even up dog, hips up, arch upper back. Roll over your toes wherever you are in your back bend, make your way back to downward facing dog. Keep pressing the earth away from you, from your inner right thigh, or left thigh I should say. Sweep your left leg up to the sky, left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left upper arm. Hold here. If it's too much, keep your right knee grounded for more foundational support. Sweep your left leg up, inhale. Cross it over to your right upper arm, the opposite side. Powerful arms or elbows a bit more in. Extend back. And this time down the center line, bring your knee to nose or forehead. Keep pressing your hand through your mat. Look in between your hands and step your foot closely to your thumb. You can walk it forward if you must. Place your right knee down to the earth. Get a longer back leg. Point your left foot to the top left corner of your mat. Then bend into your right knee as you reach back with your left hand. All in one pose, foundation. If you hold your foot, gently pull it in until you feel your quad light up. Find your desired depth without going too far too fast. Maybe be patient as you move into your pose. Re-add your back bend, think Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Lift your heart up as you draw your navel inside, both shoulder blades on your back. You may look up again for a bit of a spinal twist without straining into your neck. Breathe in. Release your right foot, breathe out, place your left hand back to the front. Tuck your back toes, charge your back leg. Walk your right hand just an inch forward. Root the whole knife edge of your back foot, your right foot to the earth. Left arm up as you press your left foot down. Hips remain lifted. Root the inner edge of your right hand down to protect your wrist. Bring your left arm over your left ear. Left thumb spins to the sky, left arm externally rotates. And if you're still, again, at ease, stable, you can stack your foot on top of your bottom or hover your leg into the air as you keep reaching your left arm up over your ear. Take a breath in. Slowly exhale, place your left hand back to the earth, step your left foot back to plank pose. Now for more intensity, use your toes, shift your weight forward, bring your shoulders beyond your fingertip. If it's too much, place your knees, chest into earth or lower halfway as you offer a bit more intensity, low plank. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog. Roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Okay, so I'm going to cue plank to low plank to up dog to dog pose, but you can definitely take your plank pose to knees, chest, chin to earth approach and back bend of choice if you prefer. This chakra can be blocked by the energy of fear. Ask yourself this question: what are you fearful of in life right now? I mean, it's normal to fear things, especially the unknown. Does something scare you? Does it prevent you from moving forward? Does it paralyze you in a sense? And if so, inhale through your nose, exhale out of your mouth, release this fear to Mother Earth. She'll take it away from you, and feel free to mentally say to yourself, I'm safe and secure. I am trusting more and fearing less. Essentially, I am fearless, as you keep breathing red at the base of your spine. Look forward, come onto your toes, bend your knees. Either walk, step, or hop lightly to the front of your mat, this time halfway lift. Fold over your legs. Rise up, push your feet down, arms stretch all the way up, palms touch, even look up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And slowly close your eyes. Gaze back inside yourself, like you did in your seat, but just standing up right now. And push your feet down, stand a bit taller, slide your shoulder blades on your back. Gaze within. And visualize now, just below your belly button, a ball of energy that is orange in color. The second chakra, Swadhisthana, which means sweetness. As you stand a bit taller, as you push your feet down and soften back into your shoulders, stand into your sweetness. One more breath. Let's begin to flow. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, arms reach up, palms unite, gaze back up, stretch. Exhale, forward fold, lead from your heart. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot back behind you, set your right knee to the earth into a low lunge position. And press into your left foot, inhale, rise up, bring both upper arms in line with your ears, low lunge. Exhale, place your hands back to the earth, palms below your shoulders. Charge your back leg fully to straight. Step your left foot back to plank pose. Keep elbows stacked over your wrist, lower halfway down to your low plank position, and your elbows. Untuck your toes, sweep your heart up and back as you draw your navel in. Roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Keep pressing your palms into the earth. From your inner right thigh, inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right upper arm, shoulders over wrist, a bit more fluidly this time. Right leg back up, inhale. Exhale, cross it over to your left upper arm. Remember, your back knee can root down if you need to. Extend back, breathe in. And down to center line, breathe out, knee to nose or forehead, look in between your hands, step your foot to your thumb. Walk it 40 if you must. Set your left knee down, low lunge position. Rise up as you press into your front heel, upper arms back in line with your ears. Replace your hands back to the earth. Charge your left leg fully to straight. And very quietly, step your left foot forward to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Fold in two. Rise back up, inhale, reach, stretch, gaze up. Bring your hands back to your heart. Okay, all over again. Arms reach up slowly. Okay, like a waterfall flowing down. Forward fold gracefully. Lengthen halfway. Step your left foot back. Reset your left knee back to the earth. Low lunge position, rise up. However, hold here. If your back knee is not happy, double roll your mat, get yourself more padding. Once you feel comfortable and stable into your pose, untuck your back toes. Allow your hips to sink a bit more downwards to get deeper into your left thigh. Once you feel just enough, interlace your hands, accept your pointer fingers into Kali Mudra. As much as you can, frame your upper arms in line with your ears, perhaps beyond them. Navel in, core active. Lift your heart up, breathe in. Beautiful back bend as it is. With the option, exhale, arch back a bit more, but without collapsing into your low back. Think of lifting your heart higher, but gauge your breath. It has to stay sweet and fluid. Breathe in. And breathe out. Replace your hands back to the earth. Half splits position. Draw both hips back. Stack your left hip directly on top of your left knee. Bring that leg fully to straight in front of you. Even flex your front foot to truly power your front leg. Stretch your spine. Inhale. Navel in. Exhale. Gently hinge over your front leg. If you need more sensation, you can allow your left leg to travel backwards towards the full splits or in that direction until you start to feel about 70 or 80% effort and sensation rate. This is your healthy edge without crossing over it. Let your breath create space organically like we explored previously. Remember, nowhere to go but to breathe through what you feel. If you are in a full splits position, return back to where you were, your previous pose, your half splits. Half split, shift your weight back forward. Bring your knee back over your front foot. Place your palms back to the earth below you. Tuck your back toes, charge your back leg to straight. Step your right foot back to plank pose, Phalakasana. Lower halfway down, low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck your toes, up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Roll over your toes, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's keep it dynamic. From your inner left thigh, sweep your left leg up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, bring your left knee to left upper arm as high as you can. Modify if you prefer. Extend back, breathe in. Cross it over, breathe out to your right upper arm, the opposite side. Stretch it back. Curling the nose or forehead, look in between your hands, step your foot towards your thumb. Walk it forward if you must, set your back knee down, get more padding if you wish. Then rise up and receive for a second. Always receive as you arrive into your foundation. And once you're steady, begin to refine Anjasana. Untuck your back toes, hips sink down a bit more. Keep drawing your left hip back. Kali Mudra again, interlace your hands, accept your pointer fingers. Navel in, lift your heart, remain buoyant. Option, arch back. But feel your breath. It is your number one teacher. It is a blueprint of this practice. Your breath has to stay deep. If not, you're a little too far in. Inhale. Exhale, hands back to the earth. Half splits to begin. Ardha Hanuman, hips draw back, left leg fully straight. Flex your front foot away. Either hinge or towards full Hanuman. Right leg can wiggle backwards if you need a bit more sensation to breathe through. But without letting your mind try to push you in. Override the ego that wants results right away. Think of water. Water is very soft. Stay soft into your body as we move away from the earth element into the water element in this chakra. Stay soft so you don't break. Full Hanuman, as you were. Back into the previous pose, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Half split, shift your weight back forward. Bring your knee back over your left foot, anchor left foot down. Tuck your back toes, charge your back leg to straight. Step your right foot forward to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, push your feet down so your arms can sweep up effortlessly. Gaze up. Hands back to heart center. And all over again, arms reach up, become water. Forward fold fluidly. Feel the movement. Get out of your head. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot back, but high on your back toes. Your back leg is completely charged, feet as wide as your hips. Press into left foot, inhale, rise up slowly, crescent warrior, upper arms in line with your ears. Replace your hands back to the earth. Push your hands into your mat, lift your left leg up to the sky. Open your dog by stacking your left hip on top of your right. Bend your left knee, reach your foot sideways towards your right. This will stretch the left side of your body. But as you do, keep pressing your right shoulder forward. So right shoulder a bit more forward, Mickey. Left shoulder back. Yeah, two shoulders stay squared. Keep pressing your hands and right heel down to find a bit more lift with your left knee and a bit more reach sideways towards your right. Take a breath in. Exhale back to three-legged dog. Hip squared, left leg is back to straight. Glide to a three-legged plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Now, if it's too demanding, place your left foot down to modify or open your knees, or lower halfway as you are for a bit more intensity. Bend your elbows. Left foot back to earth and already so. Upward facing dog. Towards downward facing dog. From your inner right thigh, extend your right leg up. Bring your right knee to your nose or forehead. Look in between your hands. Step your right foot to your thumb. Place your heel below your knee on your back toes. Rise up slowly. Press your right foot down to rise up with control. Root to rise. Arrive here. Draw your right hip back a little bit more to keep your hips, shoulders squared to the front as you frame your upper arms a bit more in line with your ears. Maintain that. Take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Stretch up and over to your right to gently stretch the left side of your body. Again, come back to feeling your side body, gentle side body stretch. It's not too forceful as you keep drawing your navel in to unify your upper and lower body together. Return back through center, breathe in, and breathe out, hands back to the earth. How softly can you step your left foot forward to the front of your mat, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Reascend up. Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch, gaze up. Hands back to heart center, Samasthiti. Okay, one more time. Arms reach up. Nothing to think about, forward fold, moving meditation. Halfway lift. Step your left foot back, on your back toes, feet wide for more stability. Now every movement counts. Rise up slowly, take a whole intake of breath to ascend up to crescent warrior. Equally smooth exhale, put your hands back to the earth. Push your hands down, extend the right leg up to the sky. Open your dog, stack your hip, bend your knee, reach your foot sideways, this time towards your left. Keep pressing your palms down, squeeze your arms a bit more towards your head as you press your palms. Also press your left heel down, find a rebound into your right knee. Reach your foot sideways a little bit more to get deeper into the right side of your body. Breathe in. Three-legged dog, breathe out. Right leg is straight, hip squared. Glide to plank pose, modify if you prefer, or intensify by lowering halfway in this manner. Right foot to earth, already so. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Over your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's complete this mandala, this circle. Sweep your left leg up. Curl in, bring your knee to nose or forehead. Step your foot as close as you can to your thumb. Adjust your stance if you must. And one group together, rise up collectively to crescent warrior. However, receive for a second. Hugging your thighs a bit more to stabilize. You power your back leg more to straight. Take a hold of your right wrist this time. Up and over to your left to re-stretch the right side of your body. Watch your top shoulder. If your top shoulder, right shoulder is dipping down, bring it back in line with your bottom shoulder to square your shoulders forward. Arms a bit more straight. Yeah. And return back through center, inhale. Hands back to the earth, exhale. Step your right foot back to the front of your mat. Stretch your crown forward. Hinge in two. Rise back up. Fill both lungs with breath. Return back to a state of stillness. Hands to heart center. Close your eyes again. Now, right away, push your feet down, stand taller, slide your shoulder blades on your back. Remember, stand into your sweetness. Now, this chakra is all about desires. Return back to your intention. In other words, what are you desiring? What are you inviting into your life? Every chakra has a mantra that goes with it. The mantra for this one here, Swadhisthana, is I feel. See your intention clearly in your mind's eye, but also feel this possibility in your heart space. One more breath. Then slowly open your eyes. Namaskar A. Sun salutation A. Arms reach up, inhale. Palms touch, look up. It's a moving prayer. Exhale, forward fold fluidly. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms, step or float back. Chaturanga, hold, plank pose, lower halfway down with control. Untuck your toes, scoot your heart up and back into your back bend. Roll over your toes into downward facing dog. We'll pause here for about 30 seconds. Press your hands and your feet into the earth for 1. Feel the rebound this creates into your body for 2. You're stretching your body, your bones. Consciously stretch your breath for 3. To stay crystal clear into your mind as you pour your breath into the earth. For 4, feel your body, your breath, your pose, your intention. For 5. A beautiful place to be. You can stay here or take a child's pose if you're a little fatigued. If you would like to build a bit more strength, you have the option to walk your both feet slightly forward until your shoulders stack directly on top of your wrist. Big toes touch. It's like a very short dog position. Now press the inner edges of your hands down, squeeze your arms in, wrap your triceps down, lift the back of your heart to the sky like we're in plank pose. Build some strength. Now if you want to keep your heart rate up, you don't have to do this, bend your knees, tap both heels into your butt, land softly to the back of your mat to keep your heart rate up. We don't have to do this. But handstanders hold. Handstand if you can. Shoulders beyond fingertips. Bring your feet towards your wrist. If not, back to downward facing dog. Dog pose, look forward. Walk, step, or hop lightly to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. One group together. Rise up slowly together. Arms reach up, look up. Hands back to heart center. Okay, all over again. Arms reach up slowly. Remember, it's a moving prayer. Fold. What is your intention? What feels better? Lengthen halfway, plant your palms. Is it to step or to float back today? But do it fluidly with control. Plank pose over halfway down. Untuck your toes, back bend. Powerful glutes, powerful arms. Roll over your toes, back into downward facing dog. As we start to progress into our flow, feel your arms, your wrists, your shoulders. If they're a little fatigued, take a child's pose like we did earlier. Every time we come back here, we have to find rest. So commit to the pose that allows you to do so as you prolong your breath. Slow your breath down so your mind can catch up into stillness and your body in softness. Now stay present without trying to impress your ego or anyone in the room or even me. You can stay as you are or shorten your dog, shoulders over your wrists. You can stay static or take a few playful hops. I'm right here. Hop. Yeah. Pike it all the way up. All the way up. Come on. Land softly, you guys, if you are hopping. There we go. Plug in your thighs, shoulders beyond fingertips, feet towards your hands. Push the earth like crazy. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Walk, step, hop, or float your way to the front. Halfway lift. Forward fold. One group together. Again, rise up slowly. Fill both lungs with breath. Gaze up. Bring your hands back to your heart. It comes in sets of 3s usually. One more time on your own. Arms reach up. Dance with your breath. Move with finesse. It doesn't matter how you do so. Step back, float through, whatever feels best in the moment, without overdoing. And again, take your resting pose of your choice, whether it is dog pose or child's pose. The child's pose is very heavy. Let earth hold you. Dog pose, also find a softness. A bit more depth into your breath. Can you stretch your breath out a bit more? Totally okay to stay here if you feel a bit frantic. If you are completely peaceful and your body gives you the green light, definitely shorten your dog and build some strength. Or retake a few playful hops. Palms, good arms strong. Look in between your thumbs if you do so. Same idea. Big hops, hips over shoulders, all the way up. Yeah, one more time like that. Good. Squeeze your knees. Now shift forward. You're not going to fall. One more playful hop. Feet towards your hands again. Push. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Walk, step, hop, journey back to the front. Your preferred method. Halfway lift. Hinge in 2. Rise back up. Hands back to your heart. If you prefer arms by your side, close your eyes. Unless you feel a bit dizzy, eyes open, look past the tip of your nose. Stand into your sweetness. Let that go. Soften your shoulders. Bring more depth back into your breath to consciously regulate. Take one more breath. If your eyes are closed, slowly open your eyes. Place your hands onto your hips. Take a wide stance with your feet. Place your heels directly below your hip points, parallel to each other. Press all 4 corners of your left foot down to the earth. Engage your left leg. Muscles to bones, hamstring, quad quite active. Lift your right knee up. Bend your right knee. Bring your right hip down ever so slightly to re-square your hips. Now point your tailbone down towards left heel to truly stabilize. Once you feel anchored and stable, either place your right hand onto your right knee or take a hold of your toe with your peace fingers right side or even the side of your foot if you're more comfortable in this manner. If you have a hold of your foot, slowly bring your right leg towards straight. If you start to wobble, pause, refirm your left leg. Once you start to feel your hamstring speak back to you, pause, your knee can be bent, it's okay. But bring your arm bone back into socket, inhale if you have a hold of your foot. Slow exhale, open up your foot or your knee, your leg, towards your right. Same idea. Once you start to lose your sense of balance, restabilize. Repress left foot down. Anchor right hip down towards left heel. If you're still stable and steady here, left arm can extend by your side, don't have to extra cue. You can look forward, sideways towards left fingertips, or even upwards if you would like to test your balance, as long as you stay soft like water would be, without becoming too stiff. Good. Inhale. Good, Liana. Exhale back through center, navel in, core always bright. Release a hold of your right leg. Quietly place your foot back to the earth. Anchor it down. Engage your right leg straight into your second set. You bring your left knee up. Square your hips, receive for a moment. And once you're grounded, there's no hurry, place your hand onto your knee or reach for your foot. And slowly bring your left leg towards extension if you have a hold of your foot. Now the yogi moves slowly. Open up. If it's still too demanding, you can modify hand back onto your knee. Once you become stiff, pause. Let your breath, be patient. Let your breath create space. If you have hold of your foot, pull your foot as you press it away. If you do this on the first set, right arm comes by your side. Look wherever you want, full expression. Utthita, Hasta, Parangustasana. Yeah, you got it. Good. Inhale. With control, back through center. Keep drawing your navel in. Release your left leg. Softly place your foot back to the earth. Big toes touch. Same with the inner knees. Sit low, breathe in, fingertips to the earth, upper arms in line with the ears, chair pose. Good. Have a little peek at your knees. If you cannot see your toes peeking from below, transfer a bit more weight into your heels and keep drawing your navel in. Upper arms a bit more in line with your ears. Maintain that as you spin your thumbs upwards. Arms a bit more straight. Yeah, reach. Good. Take a breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Set up for crow pose. Come high onto your toes, split your knees wide apart. Bend your knees, place your hands to the earth as wide as your shoulders. Place your knees towards your upper arms high as you can. Now think like plank pose. Wrap your elbows in. Lift the back of your heart to the sky. Press your finger pads down and lean into your fingertips. If your elbows stack over your wrists, 1 foot, 2 feet may float. Yeah, nice again. Arm a bit more straight, give me if you can. Push, push, push. Heels to butt. Take a breath in. Exhale, either step back to plank pose or flow through your vinyasa. Option, just walk back to downward facing dog by all means. To clear a little bit of intensity here, inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Let that go. Take a few more deep breaths. All that matters is how deeply can you breathe to come back to this moment of clarity, of tranquility, even of sweetness as you commit to your resting pose. In child's pose, it's okay to stay here as long as you need to. If you feel at peace, we're back into downward facing dog. Only step your left foot forward a little bit, a few inches the most. Keep a deep bend into your left knee to bring your shoulders over your wrist, but your palms are glued to the earth. Arms strong and straight, wrap your elbows backwards. Now lift your right leg up to the sky, hips square, look in between your hands. We don't have to hop. The nice easy way is as you switch your stance, step your right foot next to your left, lift your left leg up to the sky, or hop with your left, land with your right in midair. Do that 2 more times. Land softly if you're hopping, or hold your inversion, more advanced students. Step your right foot forward, left leg back, high lunge with your feet. Right knee above right ankle, on your back toes, one group together. Inhale, rise up slowly to crescent warrior. Arrive into your space. Good. Once again, you are steady. Can you bring your left heel a little higher over your left toes? Yeah, stack. Draw your right hip back a little bit more as you keep lifting the back of your left knee up to the sky. And maintain your powerful foundation as you draw your navel in, core is active, arms a bit more in line with your ears, and keep stretching your fingertips upwards. Stretch. Inhale. Navel in, exhale, rotate towards your right. Extend your left arm in front, right arm back. So towards your right, yeah. The other right. Point your right thumb down, wrap your right arm behind your back into a half bind. Place the top of your right hand towards your outer left hip, and sweep your left arm up to the sky. Left thumb points to the ceiling. Left arm externally rotate. Navel in, keep lifting your heart up as you face the right side wall. Little spinal twist, a little back bend. Reverse your goddess. Inhale, right arm goes back up, crescent warrior, look forward. Exhale, place your hands back to the earth. Left hand goes an inch above your left shoulder like we did earlier in our warm-up. Place the whole outside edge of your left foot again to the earth. Re-extend your right arm back up to the sky. Stage 1 side plank pose. Spin your left bicep forward. Now, of course, you can definitely restack your foot on top of your left or hover your leg. If you feel warm enough, definitely take a hold of your toe side of your foot and bring your leg into full extension like you would in Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Spin left bicep forward, take a breath in. Let's tag a pose in, listen carefully. Exhale, place your right hand to the earth. Sweep your left arm up, slide your right leg all the way through towards the left side of the room as you place the inside edge of your left foot down. Fallen triangle, foot on the floor, or you can hover your foot in midair, funky side plank pose. And if you want more intensity, take a hold of your foot with your left hand and pull your shin bone. Good, Jelly. Inhale, let's tag one more pose. Slowly exhale, left hand back to the earth, right arm back up to the sky. Step your right foot this time behind your left leg into a wild thing. If there's too much weight to support into your left arm, come back to stage 1 side plank pose, right foot in front of you. Okay, wild thing, left leg is straight. Root the knife edge of your left foot down as you press right big toe into the earth. Spin your left bicep a bit more forward as you press both feet down. Find the lift into your chest. Inhale. Exhale back to three-legged dog. Right hand down, right leg back up towards the sky with the option to breathe into your vinyasa or to skip the vinyasa, place your foot right back to the earth and take rest right away. Child's pose or dog pose. Feel these optional movements. Anytime you need to, release, let that go. Nothing to hold on to. And commit to your resting pose, which is dog pose or child's pose. Slow your breath down. Two more breaths. Good. Back to dog pose, child's pose if your body gives you the green light. Only step your right foot forward slightly, a few inches. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bend your right knee if you need to have your palms glued to the earth. Arms strong, left leg up, hips square. Look in between your thumbs. We don't have to hop. Either step your left foot next to your right leg goes up, or hop with your right, land with your left as you switch in midair. 3 times. But we move together. Step your left foot forward, right leg back, high lunge with your feet. Left foot forward, on your back toes, right leg. Rise up slowly to crescent warrior. Take a moment to arrive into your space. Stabilize. Good. Now once you feel anchored, left hip back a bit more. Powerful legs, especially your back right leg. Breathe from your back body. Keep framing your upper arms with your ears and keep your fingers bright, full of life. Inhale, keep lengthening up. Exhale, twist to your left. Right arm glides in front, left arm reaches back behind you. Now hug your inner thighs to stabilize. And once you re-anchor yourself, point your left thumb down internally, rotate your left arm back behind your back, bend your left elbow, lift your right arm up to the sky, reverse your goddess. Now think of a goddess. They're very poised, they're eloquent. Miming these qualities as you evoke the goddess within yourself. A lot of ease, fullness in the effort. Back to crescent warrior. Inhale, left arm glides back up, look forward. Exhale, hands back to the earth. Right hand glides an inch above right shoulder. Root the whole out of your back foot, your right foot in this case, to the earth. Left arm goes up as you root the inner edge of your right hand down. If you're still stable at ease, stack or hover or reach for your foot. Good. Root your right big toe as much as you can as you press your right palm down. Take a breath in. Now feel the movement. Exhale, left hand down, slowly right arm glides up. Slide your left leg through towards the right side of the room. You can place your foot down for more ease or keep your foot in midair or reach for your foot and gently pull in without overdoing. Every movement counts. Take a breath in. Slow exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up. How softly can you step your left foot behind your right leg if you go to wild thing? Perhaps on your mat it's okay, or stage 1 side plank pose. Now as you push both feet and right hand down, squeeze your glutes to protect your low back and keep drawing navel in. Good, Khali. Inhale. Exhale back to 3-legged dog. Feel the moment. Must you vinyasa? If you do, with finesse, with control, it serves you. If not, bypass the movement. Feel every movement. Let's find rest before we proceed. Dog pose or child's pose. This chakra can be blocked by the energy of guilt or the energy of shame. As yogis, we do the best we can, but ask yourself this question: do you feel guilty or shameful about anything? It can be as silly as overeating sometimes. You feel guilty about that stuff. Or perhaps you lost patience with a loved one, or were unkind with somebody else. If you feel these lower level frequency energies, let that go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Let the water element wash that away from you. Feels an openness come over you as you keep breathing the color orange below your navel. And feel free to mentally say to yourself, I'm allowing myself to experience pleasure and abundance. Guilt-free. Okay, back in dog pose. Let's make our way back to the front of our mat. Look forward. Walk, step, hop, or glide. Yogi's choice. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Stillness with your hands to heart or arms by your side, Samastitihi or Tadasana. Try to be still, close your eyes if you can, unless you feel dizzy, by all means, eyes open. Now bring to your attention a ball of energy that is yellow in color in your solar plexus. It is right below your heart in the middle of your body. Let's read the third chakra, Manipura chakra. It translates to lustrous gem. Visualize a beautiful gemstone shining very brightly, yellow in color, in the middle of your body. One more breath. Slowly, open your eyes. Big toes, inner knees unite. We're back to chair pose. Sit low. Upper arms back in line with your ears. Hold the position. Keep drawing your navel in. Fold your hands to heart center. Inhale this time. Exhale, rotate to your right. Slide your left elbow past your right thigh. As you do, watch your left knee. It's going to want to rotate a bit more forward. So left hip draws back a little bit more. Once you've re-squared your hips and knees, stretch both arms. Right arm will go up, left arm will reach down. Stretch your hands away from each other, long fingers. Like in your reverse goddess warrior, point your right thumb down, bend your right elbow behind your back, wrap your arm behind you. A bit more length into your spine, inhale. With the option, exhale, use your upper left arm to leverage a little bit more twist. Open your top shoulder above your bottom if you can. You may look up, but again, stay steady in your breath. This is your number one teacher. Fold your hands back to heart center, stay into your twist. Exhale, squat low. Place your hands to face the right long edge side of your mat for side crow pose. Hands wide of your shoulders. Fingers will point towards the right side of the room. Bend your elbows about a 90-degree angle. You can place your right hip onto your right elbow for more foundation. Lean into your finger pads. Find that tipping point. We don't have to fly, but eventually your feet may start to get light. And if they do, if you're quite at ease, any leg variations, more advanced students that come to class regularly, being mindful of who is to your left. Those of you in flight mode, place your feet back to the earth. Return back to the previous pose, chair pose twist to your right. Hands at heart center, take a breath in. Exhale, untwist, look straight in front of you, stay into your chair. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, rotate towards your left this time. Watch your right knee. Draw right hip back consciously. Re-spread your wings. Wrap your left arm behind your back. Point your left thumb down. And keep drawing your right hip back ever so slightly. A bit more length into your spine. Inhale. Now feel this part. If you rotate a little bit more, take it to 70/80% without overdoing. Hands back to your heart. Squat low. Parshvabhakasana, hands wide at your shoulders, side crow pose. We don't have to fly. It's always the intention before the outcome. Lean into your finger pads. Press your finger pads down to activate your forearms. If your elbows stack over wrist, find a bit more tipping point and find flight without forcing it. It happens with practice. Good. Arm balancers, good Leo. Place your feet back to the earth. Chair pose twist to your left, same previous pose. Hands at heart center. Inhale. Exhale, untwist, look in front of you. Upper arms in line with the ears, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms. Meet back in dog pose. You can step back to dog pose or vinyasa to your own rhythm. Full breath per movement if you decide to partake, being absolutely certain that the movement serves you. Chair poses like this will build some heat. We are now in the fire element. We're moving beyond water in Manipura. To release a bit of heat within you, inhale through your nose. Exhale, let that go. Clear the energy, take 2 more breaths. Okay, child's pose, you're back in dog pose if you feel at peace. It's okay to stay here longer if you need to. Step your left foot forward slightly like we've been practicing. Shoulders over your wrist. Right leg up to the sky. Palms glued. We don't have to hop. Either right foot down, left leg up as you keep pressing the earth. Or hop with your left, land with your right, landing softly. 2 more times. Let's keep into our flow. Right foot forward. Left foot back. High lunge with your feet. One group together. Rise up to crescent warrior. Now receive again, same foundation. Look at your feet as wide as your hips, on your back toes, knee over ankle, right side a little bit more. Stay stable into your foundation, same as before. And once you feel quite anchored, fold your hands to heart center, breathe in, and this time rotate, breathe out towards your right. Left arm past your right thigh. If you feel unstable, you can definitely place your left knee to the earth or keep charging your back leg a bit more to straight. You can separate your hands to get a bit deeper. Think armpit towards your thigh. Then spread your wings. Wrap your arm behind your back. If the full body is inviting you, do so, but be invited without being forceful into your depth. Think longer back leg. Press your left heel back. Stretch to the crown of your head. Inhale. Option, rotate a bit more sideways, but stay again easeful. A lot of easefulness. Hands back to your heart, inhale, think warrior 2. Exhale, place your left heel down, rise up to stand. Right arm glides forward, left arm reaches back behind you. Look at your feet for a second as we switch our foundation. Front heel to back arch, and back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. And once you have this, pull your feet towards each other and stretch your arms away from each other. Wrap your left arm behind your back. You can use your right hand to get a snug fit. Then right arm goes back in front of you, warrior 2 with a half bind. Remain in your half bind, flip your right palm to the sky. Inhale, exalt your warrior, right arm up, right thumb to the ceiling as you keep pressing your front knee a bit more over your front heel. Yeah. Good, stretch the right side of your body as you keep spinning your right thumb skywards. Long right side body. Now stay in your half bind, take a breath in. Exhale, side angle pose with your half bind. For more ease, place your elbow onto your thigh. For a bit more depth, you can place your right hand on the inside or on the outside of your front foot, and a block can be useful. There's barely any weight on your right hand or right elbow though. Use your core. Stay in your half bind. You're still your left arm behind your back. Press the knife edge of your back foot a bit more into the earth as you keep anchoring your right hip towards your front heel. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Up and exhale, twist a little bit more sideways. Open up your bottom right wrist to the sky. And if you want to use pure core strength here as we greet fire element, you can reach your right arm forward in front of you, palm face to the sky. Yeah, and right arm is parallel to the earth as you keep pressing into your right foot. Navel in. Good. Take a breath in, inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Bring right leg fully to straight. Stay in your half bind. You can place your right hand onto your shin bone or on your mat, or take a hold of your right toe. Doesn't matter how deep you go. You find length into the right side of your body as you press your right big toe down, stay in your half bind as much as you can, and point your tailbone towards your left heel. Left arm still behind your back into your half bind. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, look down, press into your front foot, rise up slowly, release your half bind. We're back to warrior 2, bend back into your right knee. Then look past at your right fingertips, warrior 2. Okay. Point of focus, point of drishti is straight past your right fingertips. We've all heard this before. The pose begins when your mind wants to leave it. That's when it really starts. Get out of your head and bring your attention into your solar plexus. That's where Manipura is. Keep breathing yellow below your heart. This is the source of your willpower. Feel your inner strength. And you can do this. Good. Stay a bit deeper if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's clear the energy. Inhale, right leg becomes straight, palms touch, look up. Exhale back to warrior 2. Okay. 2 more times. Inhale, right leg extends, gaze up, palms unite. Breathe out back to warrior 2. 1 more time. Inhale. This time exhale, windmill your hands all the way to the earth. Come hang onto your left toes, high lunge with your feet. Place your right hand behind your right ankle. Slide your right shoulder underneath your right knee. And place your right hand on the outside of your right foot. If you feel it's a little too much, keep your left knee grounded to the earth. But bring both hips up, draw right hip back to squeeze the back of your right knee into your right upper arm. You may have to lean a bit more into your left hand. See if you can wrap your right arm behind your back like I did earlier. Point your thumb down, bend your elbow, wrap your hand towards your outer right hip. Hug the midline so much so, hips up, hips back. Perhaps left hand can also get light and go for the full bound, but without forcing in. We're not forcing in. Too much fire is dangerous, it's destructive. Just enough. Inhale. Exhale, release your half or full bind. Arm balancers, you're open to go to APK2. I won't cue it, but feel free to go into it. If you're not too sure, release your arm from below your knee. Step back to plank pose vinyasa or walk back again to downward facing dog. Now, what do you need? It's not what you think you want. We come here to rest. What do you need right now to properly recalibrate? And commit to that. Slow your breath down. Visualize oxygen traveling into your bloodstream to neutralize. Two more breaths. Feel peaceful, rested. We're back into dog pose. Totally okay to stay here longer if you need to. Always listen to your inner voice. Step your right foot forward slightly, shoulders over wrist, left leg up to the sky. We don't have to hop. Press your palms, arms strong. Either left foot down, right leg up, or hop with the right land with the left landing softly, softly. Good. Step your left foot forward, right leg goes back, high lunge with your feet on your back toes, and rise up collectively again together to crescent warrior. Arrive for a moment, look at your feet, left foot forward on your back toes, back leg completely charged. We're not hands anymore, high lunge. Left knee over left heel, hips draw back, establish your foundation, square your hips. And once you have this, hands to heart center, rotate towards your left. If you feel unstable, back, knee down. If not, keep brightening your back leg as much as you can. Spread your wings, long arms. Wrap your left arm behind your back. Press your right heel back. Extend all the way through the crown of your head. Inhale. Now feel this part. If you take it further, be honest with yourself. Control the element of fire. Fire to control will burn everything in its path. Are you still soft? Still easeful in your breath? Hands back to heart. Inhale. Back heel down, warrior two, rise up slowly. Left arm goes in front, right arm glides back. Look at your feet just for a second to establish your foundation. Second big toe visible. First toe visible, avoid left knee collapsing in. All four comes to both feet grounded. And once you have that, wrap your right arm behind your back. Left palm flips. Exalt your warrior with your half bind. Keep pressing your right foot down, even point your tailbone towards your left heel, a bit more reach with your left hand towards where the wall would meet the ceiling to the back of the room. Now every movement counts. Take a breath in. Slow exhale, triangle pose with your half bind. Keep your arm behind your back, either left elbow to left thigh or hand to earth on the inside or on the outside of your foot. Ardha Baddha Parshva Konasana. A bit more length into your spine as you keep pressing the outside of your back foot down, and possibly slide your top shoulder as you exhale over your bottom as you open up your chest skywards. If it is on the first set, left arm will reach in front of you, pure core strength. Left palm skyward. Yeah. Breathe in. Slowly extend left leg to straight. Breathe out. Stay into your half bind triangle pose. Ardha Baddha Trikonasana. Right arm back behind you. Left hand can be on your shin bone, a block. Doesn't matter how deep you go, but try to keep your torso parallel to the earth. Good. Firm your legs. Left leg is powerful. Knit your right ribs in to find a bit more length into the left side of your body. You don't have to look up. And if you do so in the first set, left arm will glide back in front of you as you keep drawing your navel in. Pure core activation, left upper arm parallel to the earth. Good, inhale. Slowly exhale, root to rise. Press into that big toe, rise up. Release your half bind, warrior two. Left arm in front, right arm back. Back to this fun part again. You feel the earth below you. Look at your left fingertips and come back to your breath. And ride your breath back into your solar plexus region, getting out of your head. This is the source of your confidence, the source of your willpower. And it's this kind of energy you have to tap into when you're working towards your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. The mantra is I do. And you can do this. Whatever you put your mind towards to, when you commit to that and to your willpower, you can achieve. If you feel like you want a bit of support, play with this. Flip your palms to the sky and close your eyes. Can you feel energy enter your hands? Let it travel into your arms, into your torso, into your head, into your legs. In the game of life, you're never alone. Source is always here to back you up. Feel its support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open your eyes with their closed, palms flip down. Clear the energy. Inhale, left leg becomes straight, palms reach up, look up. Exhale back to warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Virabhadrasana 2. Last one here, breathe in. Now this time as you breathe out, hands go all the way back down on your back toes. High lunge with your feet for this lizard pose variation. Wrap your left arm underneath your left knee. Left leg stays forward. And press the back of the left knee into your left upper arm as you bring both hips up, left hip back. You can place your back knee down. Left arm wraps behind your back if you're stable. You can lean in a bit more into your right arm. Hug the midline so much so, both hips up, left hip back, so much so that your right arm can also get light. And if it's not happening, it's okay, without forcing it. And too much fire is dangerous. I'm not risking any injury. Nice, Michal. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. Arm balancers, bring symmetry into your body, do your thing, EPK2, Ekapada Kunisna 2, or simply back to your resting pose, whether you take a vinyasa to get there or not. Take a moment, take your rest, the one that feels best to you. Return back to your breath. This chakra can be blocked by the energy of doubt or uncertainty. And the mind is a master at this, to create doubt, especially when it's your heart speaking to you. Your mind will get in the way. Be honest with yourself. What are you doubtful of or uncertain in your life? Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Release out to the fire. Let the fire consume this. Breathe in trust instead. Trust is a prayer to love. doubt or being worried about something is a prayer to chaos. Feel free to mentally say to yourself, I am strong and confident in who I am. One more breath. Right, back to downward facing dog, if not already so. Look forward, walk, step, hop, or float back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your hands to your heart or arms by your side. Slowly close your eyes, or of course, eyes open. Remember, stand into your sweetness as you push your feet down, stand taller, but also stand into your confidence. Now visualize a ball of energy, green in color, into your heart space. Anahata chakra, the fourth chakra. The element is now air. Invite the air spirit into your being as you deepen your breath. Reset everything consciously. And one more breath. And slowly open your eyes if they're closed. Last full vinyasa. Arms reach up. At your own pace. And again, we don't have to. So either step back to dog pose or plank pose. Float through. Crow pose if you want to. Perhaps a handstand on the way there. Good. Place your knees to the earth. Stand on your knees though. And your knees should be as wide as your hips. Keep your toes tucked under. If your knees are sensitive, you can double roll both sides of your mat. Place your hands onto your low back, fingers point down. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Draw your navel in, engage your core. Lift your heart up, inhale, remain buoyant for camel pose. Exhale, slide your shoulder blades on your back. It's a beautiful place to be. If your breath is constricted, stay here. However, if you wish more depth, your breath is deep, lean back, place your right hand onto your right heel, possibly your left. If it's too demanding, replace your hands back onto your hips. Now keep squeezing your glutes, press your hips a bit more forward, keep drawing the navel and lift your heart a little higher, stay buoyant into your chest. Your head can uncurl back slowly. Find a space where you can hold and breathe easefully. It's not about the depth. How deeply can you breathe? Take a breath in. Exhale. Come back through center as you keep drawing the navel in. Hands back onto your low back. Take a kneeling position. You can sit Japanese style. Sit onto your heels. Or cross-legged if you're more comfortable. Wherever you are, place your palms face up on your thighs and close your eyes. Palms face up to remain open. Feel your heart. If it has picked up, return back to inviting the air spirit within you to slow your heart rate down. Let's do that one more time. And slowly open your eyes if closed. Return back onto your knees. You can place your knees a little bit wide in your hips, and you can also untuck your back toes if you need more depth. All 10 toes must root down though. Your hands on the back again. Squeeze your inner thighs in, navel in, lift your heart up. Softening your shoulders. Take it further. Hands may come on your heels. Those of you that place your hands onto your heels, if you were to let go of your heels, you would fling forward because you're lifting your heart so much so and pressing your hips forward. Head can uncurl back, but again, find that space where you can easily breathe. Inhale. Exhale, slowly back through center, hands low back. Retake the seat of your choice. Eyes closed if possible, gaze within. Now this chakra can be blocked by several things. It can be blocked by being envious or jealous. It can be blocked by being unforgiving, holding a grudge against someone. It can also be blocked by grief or sadness. And perhaps allow yourself to let that go, especially if it's grief or sadness. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Allow a sense of love and compassion to emerge from deep within yourself as you keep breathing green in your heart space. And the mantra is I love. One more breath. And slowly open your eyes. If you're sitting Japanese style, sit onto a hip. Wherever you are, bring both legs forward in front of you. Recline back. Lie down. Keep your knees bent with your feet grounded. And come to a figure 4 position. Knees bent, left foot is anchored. Place right foot, right ankle on top of your left knee. Draw your left knee in towards your chest as you flex your right foot. You can interlace your hands above your left shin bone or your hamstring. Take a breath in. And slowly breathe out. Pull your left knee in. Release your neck. It is heavy. Gently open up into your right hip, but also release your low back after 2 deep back bends. If the air element is creating a little too much space, gently pull a bit more, but not too much it becomes stiff. Gently peel a layer again. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Place left foot to the earth. Unstack your right ankle from your left knee. Switch sides. And flex your top foot as you draw your opposite knee into your chest. Pull just enough until you start to meet that first layer of sensation. Then let the air spirit do the work. Letting go or forgiving someone or whatever it is something that needs to be done over and over again. It's not something that just happens only once. You can mentally say to yourself, I am loved, and I forgive myself and others as you keep breathing green in your heart space. Pull a bit more in, peel a layer if you need to do so. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly release, but place your hands and your feet above your shoulders, above your hips. Arms and legs are reaching upwards or vertical, but a small little bend into your elbows, a small little bend into your knees, so you're not actively reaching, but more allowing gravity to place your arm bones and leg bones back into the shoulder and hip socket, soften your neck. Gently press the back of your head down to open up your throat a little bit more and begin to breathe the color blue into your throat. Vishuddha chakra, as you reset your bones back into place. It means purification. The element is space. Pretend like suspended in the body of water is fully. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, grab either the outside of your feet or your ankles or even the back of your knees for a happy baby pose. Feet wide, knees wide. Gently pull your legs down. Find a bit more length in your low back as you keep pressing the back of your head down to keep your throat open. This chakra can be blocked by lies. And it's not so much the verbal lies. It invites you to speak and to live your truth. It's about expression. The mantra is I speak. Feel free to mentally say to yourself, I am in alignment with my personal truth as you keep breathing blue in your throat. Inhale. Exhale, release a hold of your legs. Place your left leg straight to the earth. Left leg is on your mat, straight extended. Bend your right knee. Position your right arm into a T shape by your side. Right hand in line with your right shoulder. Reach your left hand over your bent right knee. Slide your hips a little bit towards your right. Let your knee fall over to your left. You can look up or past your right shoulder for a gentle spinal twist. It should feel quite nice. If you can, again, close your eyes. Bring it to your attention now, a ball of energy in the middle of your forehead, indigo in color. It's a deep purple. As we greet a sixth chakra, Ajna chakra, which means to perceive. The element is light. See this light with your eyes closed, become luminous. Take a breath in. Exhale, untwist. Bring your right leg towards straight this time. Bend your left knee. Slide your hips a little bit to your left. Let your knee fall over to your right. Gaze up or past your left shoulder. When you feel that sweet spot into your low back, pause. Release your low back easefully. Ajna translates to perceive. Eyes closed if you can, so you're not distracted by your physical eyes. So to allow a sense of insight or intuition to come forth. Breathe in. Breathe out, return back through center. Realign both hips back into the middle of your mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Place both hands above your knees. Give yourself a little squeeze, forehead to knees, a bit of compression to neutralize your spine completely. Inhale. Now as you exhale, either roll onto your right hand side, use your hands to make your way towards a seat, or grab the back of your upper legs, your hamstrings, and rock and roll a few times up and down your back until you make your way towards a seated position. And once you're seated, if you need to, put some more layers of clothes on. If you feel a need to do so, if you know you get chilly, layer up. And if you're at ease into your space the way you are, get comfortable. Close your eyes, place your hands onto your knees, your thighs. You can shift your weight sideways, forward and back. Sitting bones root, crown lifts. Lean back, soften your shoulders. Set your seat. And bring your hands to heart center, prayer pose. However, this time, bring your thumbs into your forehead to further stimulate this chakra, Ajna chakra. Eyes closed. This chakra can be blocked by the illusions of the ego. It invites you to look within daily, to allow a sense of vision to unfold, letting your intuition be your guide. This is how your soul speaks to you. The mantra is, I see, but see clearly from deep within yourself without a distraction of your physical eyes. And feel free to mentally say to yourself, I am divinely guided by my intuition. Keep your eyes closed. Replace your hands back onto your knees or thighs. Let's greet the last and seventh chakra, Sahasrara, which means 1,000-fold. Visualize above your head, the crown of your head, this time a beautiful lotus flower with 1,000 petals on it. Sahasrara means 1,000-fold. Allow this flower to bloom, to open up towards the cosmic sky. Let her drink in cosmic energy, known as prana, life force. Allow this life force to travel through your lotus flower, down your spine, feeding all the other chakras with life force, bringing a sense of vitality and vibrancy into every part of your being. And this chakra can also be blocked. It can be blocked by earthly attachment. And it's normal for the ego to attach itself to material possessions. sometimes to race, to gender, to religion, to social status. It reminds you that you are a spiritual being, that deep inside we're all the same. When the chakras open, a sense of knowing or understanding may come over you. That we're here to support each other. And the mantra is, I know or I understand. Feel free to mentally say to yourself, I am an infinite and limitless being of light. And this is the deepest translation of this word yoga. Your mind, your body, your spirit, connect all that is. One with everything. And if possible, keep your eyes closed. Use your intuition to guide your way back to Shavasana. Lie backwards with your feet forward. You can play around with how wide or how narrow you position your arms and legs by your side. The idea is get comfortable into your space. Once you are, slide your shoulder blades up and down your back, palms face up. Let your feet open up. Soften every muscles into your body. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. The work is done. Release your conscious breath on complete relaxation. Ever so lovingly, return back to your conscious breath. We journey back inside your physical body. Wiggle your fingertips and your toes. If you'd like to re-energize your body, stretch your arms up overhead. Reach your fingers and toes away from each other. Bring your knees into your chest one more time. Roll on to your right hand side. Fetal position. And if possible, keep your eyes closed. Let your intuition guide your way back towards your seat. You take a moment to get comfortable into your seat. And once you are, place your hands back onto your knees, your thighs. The root to lengthen. Lean back, soften your shoulders. Your chakras have been opened, have been cleared. They're drawing a lot of life force into your body right now. We'll close them down so you can stay grounded for the remainder of the evening. Let these orbs of energy pulsating along your spine with different colors to transform into your favorite flower. Let this red flower, the base of your spine towards your tailbone, petal by petal, to slowly curl into herself until she has formed a tight little bud. Allow this orange flower below your belly button to do the same. Let her retract inwards. Let this yellow flower in your solar plexus to fold into herself ever so sweetly. Allow the green flower into your heart space to gently shut herself in. The blue flower into your throat. Let her slowly close herself in as well, ever so delicately. This indigo flower into the middle of your forehead. She also retracts inwards. And last but not least, this beautiful lotus flower, violet in color, with 1,000 petals above your head, that also curl inwards until her too has formed a tight little bud. Feel the difference between when you first stepped in and now, energetically. Let's fill the space with one Om, clearing breath first. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale to Om. Bow head into your heart. The light within me bows, light within all of you. Have a beautiful evening. Namaste.